The government of Ghana, with the support of the World Bank and the USAID, presents GCAP Diaries. The Diaries showcases the success stories of the Ghana Commercial Agriculture Project being implemented by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture.
The project seeks to develop agricultural sector in Ghana by promoting inclusive commercial agriculture.
With the support of GCAP, we have a 500 metric ton capacity warehouse.
Kama Farms has benefited a lot from GCAP.
We train them, we educate them on how to go about their agronomic practices.
That is what GCAP is all about.
This is something that we think is of great benefit to the agribusiness sector in this country.
Watch GCAP Diaries on GTV every Thursday at 6:30 p.m.
Maize is an important food crop in Ghana, accounting for more than 50% of the country's total cereal production. The Ghana Grains Development Project 1979 to 1997 and the Food Crops Development Project 2000 to 2008 made major investments to improve maize yield. Despite these efforts, the average maize yield in Ghana remains one of the lowest in the world, much lower than the average for Africa south of the Sahara. It is also lower than yields achieved in similar lowland, rain-fed, tropical environments in Thailand and southern Mexico. Yields have been growing by only 1.1% per annum in Ghana. In 2012, maize yields in Ghana averaged 1.2 to 1.8 metric tons per hectare, far below the potential yield of 4 to 6 metric tons per hectare achieved in on-station trials. Rice is another major staple in Ghana. As rice imports surge ahead of production in Ghana, increasing rice production and yields has become a priority. Annual per capita consumption of rice in Ghana grew from 17.5 kilograms during 1999 to 2001 to 24 kilograms during 2010 to 2011. President Mahama, concerned with rising importation costs, suggested that rice should be produced locally. As only 5% of global production is traded, local production would also protect consumers from price shocks in the world rice market. According to the International Food Research Policy, while substantial investments in national rice production have been made, local production is still not able to keep up with the growing demand for rice in Ghana. Although local production of milled rice recently has grown by 10.5% annually from 242,000 metric tons in 2004 to 481,000 metric tons in 2012, most of this growth in production has come from area expansion, about 7.5%, with the remaining 3.0% coming from productivity improvements. Despite these efforts, Ghana imported 640,000 metric tons of rice in 2013.
The government of Ghana, with the support of the World Bank and the USAID, presents GCAP Diaries. The Diaries showcases the success stories of the Ghana Commercial Agriculture Project being implemented by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture.
The project seeks to develop agricultural sector in Ghana by promoting inclusive commercial agriculture.
With the support of GCAP, we have a 500 metric ton capacity warehouse.
Kama Farms has benefited a lot from GCAP.
We train them, we educate them on how to go about their agronomic practices.
That is what GCAP is all about.
This is something that we think is of great benefit to the agribusiness sector in this country.
Watch GCAP Diaries on GTV every Thursday at 6:30 p.m.
In response to the need to increase rice and maize production, one company which is making significant impact is Zebango Royal Farms, owned by Chief Moses Abare Apia IV, the Chief of Binaba. Chief Moses happens to be a trained agronomist. The farm was established in 2010 and mainly produces rice, maize and soya bean. Zebango Royal Farms covers a land area of 100 acres and its 500 smallholder farms on a total land area of over 2,000 acres. The 500 include both in-growers and out-growers. The farm is situated in Binaba Kopela in the Boku West District.
What actually necessitated the formation of this farm enterprise is because farmers needed help. They needed a lot of extensive support, and a lot of the farmers already know that I am an agriculturist and I can impart a lot of knowledge to them. They needed such training, and so I did a needs assessment to be able to identify a lot of their challenges and the justification for why they want assistance, and it zeroed into agriculture.
Maize yields in Ghana, particularly northern Ghana, have been very low. Averagely, farmers harvest 2 to 3 maxi bags of maize per acre as compared to the minimum of 10 maxi bags per acre expected if farmers efficiently apply fertilizer to their crops. Reasons accounting for the low maize productivity levels are numerous. Significant are farmers' lack of inputs or inadequate and timely access to production inputs, low soil fertility statuses, lack of fertilizer application, delays in planting, inappropriate farm management practices, low and erratic rainfall pattern, and the use of poor quality seeds, among others. The Upper East region falls within the Savannah zone, which is characterized by a unimodal rainfall regime lasting 5 to 6 months and a long dry period of 6 to 7 months. Average annual rainfall of 885 millimeters can be patchily distributed, and farmers sow seeds 2 or 3 times before the rains set in, reliably somewhere in August. The unfavorable climatic conditions, low soil fertility, and the lack of good agronomic skills account for the poor yields of crops in the region. Predominantly, farmers' households' food security becomes a major problem, despite the fact that they tediously and laboriously till the land for cropping each year. Whilst majority of the farmers in the area usually do small-scale farming just to feed their families, there are others who undertake commercial farming. The two groups of farmers face the same problems. Zebango Royal Farms' challenges were no different. The farm and its smallholders lacked the needed agronomic skills to enjoy high yields. There was a lack of warehousing facilities to store their produce. This led to post-harvest losses, culminating in reduction of income levels of farmers. The farm as an entity was deficient in some technical agronomic skills. Poor record-keeping skills and a lack of knowledge about the profit potential of the various crops also led to low income.
Low production, poor seed, and lack of peer group formation and how to maneuver around, and credit is a problem, and a lot of bad farming practices, and it leads to a lot of degradation of the soil and poor yields are coming out of that. And so when I started my small way as an agri officer, a lot of the farmers saw that I was farming differently. And since I was farming differently, my produce was different. And so those are the challenges that brought about me putting up this value chain program. So I had to register a lot of farmers and then go through the processes from production up to marketing.
The government of Ghana, with the support of the World Bank and the USAID, presents GCAP Diaries. The Diaries showcases the success stories of the Ghana Commercial Agriculture Project being implemented by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture.
The project seeks to develop agricultural sector in Ghana by promoting inclusive commercial agriculture.
With the support of GCAP, we have a 500 metric ton capacity warehouse.
Kama Farms has benefited a lot from GCAP.
We train them, we educate them on how to go about their agronomic practices.
That is what GCAP is all about.
This is something that we think is of great benefit to the agribusiness sector in this country.
Watch GCAP Diaries on GTV every Thursday at 6:30 p.m.
In 2013, Zebango Royal Farms applied to GCAP for funding to help it train its smallholders to acquire the needed agronomic and management skills to enable them increase yields and run their agribusiness efficiently. The farm also sought to build the capacity of its smallholders in group formation and leadership, business and entrepreneurship management, contracting, lobbying and advocacy, and financial management.
GCAP picked up the land development, and I got the land, and they assisted me to develop 400 acres of land, where I am using 100 as a nucleus farmer to do all the teaching and bringing farmers together. And they pick the technology from me and disseminate into the farms. And I also now visit farmers to advise them here and there. GCAP also saw that I didn't have a warehouse. And so they asked whether I had land to put a warehouse. Majority of the farmers stay within the nuclear farm area, and they need potable water to drink. And so we drilled a borehole, did the water quality test, passed the water quality test, and it's high yielding. We are connecting an electricity through GCAP funding into the warehouse. GCAP intervention has been enormous. It facilitates the difficulties that we would have been facing.
GCAP's model is to promote and facilitate the transfer of modern farming practices, knowledge and technology from nucleus agribusinesses to their smallholders. Constraints addressed by GCAP in this first call included quality land development, irrigation systems, water management systems, warehouses, mills, pack houses, feeder roads, electricity or power connections, and capacity building of smallholding farmers working with the applying nucleus farmer. Alabi Bote is the project coordinator of GCAP.
Zebango is one of the farms that GCAP is supporting. It's operating in the Sada zone, and GCAP is out to remove the banding constraints. It's working with hard growers. Now, because of the increase in production, they need a storage facility. So GCAP is supporting, providing a warehouse, 500 metric tons capacity warehouse for the Zebango farm, so that they'll be able to manage post-harvest losses. In addition to the warehouse, GCAP is also supporting Zebango farm to construct solar-powered borehole in his farm to also help in watering his produce. And it's also consulting in terms of land development for its growers. GCAP is supporting Zebango to cultivate 160 hectares of his farm. So land development he has done the first year. We are in the second year. With the warehouse is also, far advanced in the construction of the warehouse. The borehole is also on track.
The government of Ghana, with the support of the World Bank and the USAID, presents GCAP Diaries. The Diaries showcases the success stories of the Ghana Commercial Agriculture Project being implemented by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture.
The project seeks to develop agricultural sector in Ghana by promoting inclusive commercial agriculture.
With the support of GCAP, we have a 500 metric ton capacity warehouse.
Kama Farms has benefited a lot from GCAP.
We train them, we educate them on how to go about their agronomic practices.
That is what GCAP is all about.
This is something that we think is of great benefit to the agribusiness sector in this country.
Watch GCAP Diaries on GTV every Thursday at 6:30 p.m.
Zebango Royal Farms was successful in their application. They received an amount of $210,000 to build the capacity of their staff and smallholders in good agronomic practices, business and financial management, and construct a 500 metric ton warehouse. The fund was also used to construct a solar pump borehole for irrigation and also used to connect electricity to the warehouse. The company provided a matching contribution of $42,500. Galina Okate Ako is the agribusiness analyst of GCAP.
Chief Abari, being a chief, was able to acquire so many acres of land for his outgrowers, for which we are very happy about, because what it means is that he increased his outgrowers because of the GCAP support, and of course because of his influence in the community. In terms of the management support, Chief Abari received support to be able to set up systems, to be able to record data and information, and to be able to do a little bit of analysis on his produce and operations, such that he is now able to draw up a small business plan to tell any investor what he's doing and what requirements he needs.
As part of its implementation activities, the company and its 500 smallholders received skills training in good agronomic practices, bookkeeping, farming as a business, and group dynamics. A 500 metric ton warehouse and a 500-acre land was constructed and developed respectively. The company was also given a grant as management support so as to utilize GCAP funds efficiently and strengthen the relationship between the nucleus farmer and outgrowers to make them profitable and competitive. GCAP's support has been a timely intervention for Zebango Farms and its smallholders. They now have the skills and knowledge to apply the needful in cultivation to get an increased yield. With the construction of the new warehouse, post-harvest losses will be history. The warehouse will ensure quality grains are stored for peak periods